The boogie man himself, Handsome Jimmy. Boy, I'll tell you, in all these years, never as a flamboyant, great character entered our business, a great wrestler, and my friend, Hall of Famer, Handsome Jimmy.
Ooh, makes a boogie woogie man feel good, baby. You know, last time I seen him, I gave him some sugar. I think he's going to run this time. But it's all good, baby. Hey, I love y'all. God bless you. Thanks for coming, man. And, hey, see you out there down that road. Woo, musty. Oh, yeah.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Powa Howa.
We are back. We are back with the Power Hour. We have been taking a break by bringing you great previews from our For the Night to Remember, and it's in the book. We got it done. It was great. It was a fantastic, fantastic night. And let's say hello to everybody that is watching tonight. Dave's channel is here. Also, we appreciate that. Greg Wayne is here from Wayne's World. Dave Channel is all over the place. Richard Hood in the house. Greg White is in the house. Thomas Lemon says it was a great, great night. Calvin Lindsay says hello. Bunch of people as Dave Channel says let's go. It's hello everybody. It's hello everybody. Greg says hello. My man Hood, my man Dave Channel, what a way to open the show, he says, with Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Wayne's World says hello to all of us. Appreciate everybody. Frank Seaton says hello. Dave Channel says hi to Michael St. John. Dave Channel says the Powa Hour. And that's what we're doing, Frank Seaton, right here today. Doing the Power Hour for the first time in quite some time. We have the full Power Hour. We have a great show. I'll show you and read you what we're going to see on the program today in just a few minutes. But I want to talk a little bit with help from Adam by pushing the buttons. We're going to walk through some of the pictures, not all the pictures. Some of the pictures I've shared, I had myself. Some of the pictures I shared from the other people that's posted on Facebook. It was a turnaway crowd. It was a very successful evening. The Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame in Jackson, Tennessee on September the 21st, just a few days ago on Saturday night. And we're going to run through real quick some of the great pictures. A highlight of this event was the rivalry through the ages, a tribute to Jerry the King Lawler and superstar Bill Dundee. As I want you to take a look at that graphic right now, the championship belt you see on the screen right now, we had two championship belts made up, this very same belt with the Hall of Fame graphic on there, the King graphic and the Superstar graphic, and this was presented live in color, and I was so happy about it. It was presented by Kevin Lawler and Jamie Dundee, the rivalry for the ages, and this was presented on stage, as Brooks said, didn't able to make it because of work, but I will tell you all about it. And it was exciting, and this rivalry through the ages was a classic deal. And I'm giving you the opportunity right now to look at all the pictures in this graphic and look at the great championship belt that is on the screen, as we will run through other graphics from that night. This is my man, the owner, founder, and president of KAW Wrestling, Kick-Ass Wrestling. I don't have to be politically correct now. He went into the Hall of Fame. We were partners together in this program, in this show, worked hand in hand. However, of course, the Hall of Fame is my baby. 100%, every nominee, every person inducted, I chose, and Terry was a deserved person that go into the Hall of Fame, Eddie Austin. Here's a blast from the past because reunited at the event, at Night to Remember, at the Picture Perfect Event Center in Jackson, Tennessee. Of course, you see in the blue shirt, Nightmare Danny Davis, which Danny was inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, one of the legendary trainers, a legendary masked wrestler, a legendary superstar as the Nightmares, his very first Nightmare tag team partner. Traveled to Jackson, Tennessee. He's my old high school classmate and one of my best friends. David Oswald drove to Jackson, Tennessee, and for the first time in probably over 40 years, he was able to reunite with Nightmare Danny Davis. David Oswald, Danny Davis, and that picture on the screen now. Hey, came rolling into Memphis. TWA. Handsome Jimmy Valiant, as Frank Seaton went to school with Joanne, David Oswald's brother. Frank Seaton says, Handsome Jimmy I picked up at the airport Friday morning early. Tommy Rich and Handsome Jimmy Valiant hung out all weekend with you, and I can still stand here and survive. Handsome Jimmy Valiant, who went into the lead guy, the main eventer of the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, and me, Randy Hales, ORH, Mercy Mercy Daddy, and that was a prideful event. Here's another guy I'm proud of, and we're working on videos and hope to show you some highlights tomorrow. We have to video render, and Adam told me some stuff. Adam worked his butt off, and he has it all down, and we're going to show, not ready for some of it right now, because, you know, we obviously had some video that we did with roving reporter Michael St. John. We heard from Handsome Jimmy Valiant earlier. Here is somebody with the fan. The guy with the shirt tells you who the guy in the blue shirt is, the Dirty White Boy. Bo James, we're in the house, and we're showing some good pictures right now, showing the Dirty White Boy and the fan. Here's another one. He went into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, the Spellbinder, along with yours truly, good old RH. How about this one? Spellbinder again, in the middle, from Power Pro Wrestling, Lance J., along with Reggie B. Fine at Night to Remember Saturday night. Here is a great thing, part of the rivalry through the ages. You see myself, you see Superstar Bill Dundee, you see Dave Brown, Jerry the King Lawler, and Shane Russell, part of the rivalry through the ages in Jackson, Tennessee. Here is the presentation from Scott Middleton, Scott's Art, and both Lawler and Dundee got this. This is two wonderful, wonderful frame drawings that Scott did of Lawler and Dundee through the ages. You missed it Saturday night. Here's a fan with Rick Morton, Robert Gibson, The Rock and Roll Express, PJ and Thomas, hello, what's going on? Bo James, what's going on? Here's Handsome Jimmy with some fans. Superstar Bill Dundee with some fans from Jackson. Here is Whoopie D, who went into the Hall of Fame with Nightmare Danny Davis. Coco Beware with Lance Jade from Power Pro Wrestling. The great Dave Brown doing a television interview with WBBJ's Channel 7 in Jackson, Dave Brown. Who is this, folks? Do you know? Do you have a clue? He looks a little different. We're all getting older. This is Tony Williams. This is Kid Wicked from Power Pro Wrestling in the house in Jackson, Tennessee. Great picture from Jackson. Night to remember. The King and Handsome Jimmy. Love it. Here is the legendary Hall of Fame referee Jerry Calhoun with Jerry the King Lawler. Looking at the host of the program. Here is Shane Russell. Here is Dave Brown from Jackson. How about downtown good-looking Bruno from Walls, Mississippi? Mama says it bees that way sometimes. From Jonesboro, Arkansas, originally from Plano, Texas. He was there, hosted a great Power Pro segment, and he also had some words to say about Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee. From K-Fine Radio, East Arkansas broadcasters, Brandon Baxter was in the house. Here is the Wildfire, Tommy Rich is in the house. Tommy there at Night to Remember, inducting his nephew, inducting his uncle was Doug Basham. Thanks to Doug. Also, at Night to Remember, another great picture. This one of me, Bill Dundee, Dave Brown, Jerry the King Lawler talking on the microphone, and Shane Russell. And here's Jamie Dundee presenting the belt to Bill Dundee. Kevin Lawler later to Jerry Lawler. The rivalry for the ages belt, as you see Bill, you see Terry in the background, you see Dave Brown. This was a great photo. And here is Mr. Personalities, Derek King from Power Pro Wrestling. As I hope, as you see, my good friend from East Tennessee was there to help me produce, along with Brandon Baxter. Bo James was there. Here's a picture as we're getting ready to leave. This in the front row is Pat Trammell, you see on Talking Memphis Wrestling, Handsome Jimmy Valiant, Bo James. But beside Bo was Brad B.C. Collins, myself, and Bo's nephew, Big Jake, was there as well, and we had a great time. Richard Hood always asking me questions. For sure, why wasn't Phil Hickerson there that I've covered? He was invited, Richard. He's sick. He's older. He could not come. He was invited. Adam has a video to show you from roving reporter Michael St. John. Jeez.
Back with you, a night to remember, Jackson, Tennessee. Oh, Memphis Wrestling. Incredible memories, incredible people, incredible wrestlers like the Spellbinder, man.
How you doing, Mike?
One of the best ever.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I
How are
appreciate
you?
that. I'm doing real good. Thank you.
Good.
I'm
Life
real
treating
good.
you well?
Excellent, excellent. You know what? After 25 years of being in the ring, you know, you just feel good waking up in the morning and not being in any pain, you know. So that's my main thing right now, is to try to stay as healthy as possible.
Well, I got to tell you, you look great. You've kept in great shape. You had a great career.
Yes,
And,
sir.
you know, it's so good to see all these fans. And Memphis Wrestling really struck a nerve in the heart of so many people in the Mid-South.
I had somebody came in, he drove 10.5 hours from Ohio and said he came here because he heard the Memphis wrestlers were getting together. He knew that probably would never happen again. And he said one person he's never met was the Spellbinder. So he said it was worth the 10.5 hours. And I said, you know, it was something like that makes me feel so good that I put a footprint in people's lives and they remember what I've done. And, you know, being inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame means so much to me. You know, it's just beyond words.
Well, an inductee, you certainly deserve it. And I got to tell you, the people remember the great times of Memphis Wrestling. And I think it's something that we're passing on not only from the generation that is our sons and daughters, but our grandson. I mean, my grandson's here, and I mean, already a Memphis Wrestling fan.
Wow, that's, you know, and here's the thing, you know, and I came from up north, and I was born and raised in New York City. So when you had the wrestling companies out there, you know, they were just the wrestling. But when you came down south, that was the best of the best, you know, and the places would be sold out. You know, I mean, the fire marshals would have to come in to stop, you know, people at the door because the occupancy was past what it's supposed to be. And, you know, these are memories that'll never leave us.
Amen. You could, well said, my friend. Congratulations.
I
God bless
appreciate
you.
it. Thank you, buddy.
We'll see you down the road.
Great to see you.
Good seeing
Thank
you, Spellbinder. The Spellbinder, the one and only.
Great interview from the Spellbinder. Michael St. John did a fantastic job. Later on, we'll have Tommy Wildfire Rich. For the first time in a month, we're back to the Power Hour. We go back to November the 18th of the year 2000, show number 133, and we're ready to go. Rock and roll with the Power Hour is back.
Oh, look who shows up! Here's Lawler. Here's the king in. He goes. Oh! He lights up Baxter, and there he goes. He lights him up like a Roman candle, and Baxter takes off, and the king is in the house. Look at Lawler's shirt. It looks like he has some.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling. The Powa Howa.
Corey Macklin here at ringside, and we are ready to go with another big Power Hour. Big one last week. Huge show coming up today. We're going to be hearing from Mick Foley and the PPW Commissioner, Superstar Bill Dundee today. We are indeed looking forward to the Power Hour. It's all to the start with the King, Jerry Lawler. Got some words from the King coming up. Here he is. Yeah. Last week, Brandon Baxter found out you don't mess with a king. He did, and he paid for it right here in the ring, as you just saw a moment ago. King, I would say you made a huge impact on the Power Hour last week, and especially on Brandon Baxter.
Well, you know what? I can't say anything more than I guess he got what he deserved. At least that's what I feel. What do you think? Got what he deserved?
Look, we got it right here.
Well, wait.
Oh,
Before you show it, it's just like, of course, it did make me feel good, and we're getting close to the Christmas holiday time. Everybody should feel good. Everybody should be happy. I got to tell you this really quick. This will only take a second. Last night went to see a great holiday movie. You know, Jim Carrey, big buddy of mine. We did Man on the Moon movie.
Yep.
I wasn't really crazy about Jim Carrey in that, but in The Grinch, the guy is terrific. You got to go see The Grinch, funniest movie, greatest Christmas movie ever. But the only movie that you will see that's better than The Grinch is what we're about to show you right now. Let's show you this nice little movie last week.
As we speak, getting ready to show some great video. As you saw that slow motion video. And that is a fireball,
I love slow motion. You know,
that is a fireball.
It was all set up because he and
Power
Slash
Pro
attacked you on the way to the studio.
133
Well, exactly.
from November
he
the
knows
18th.
what he did. Brandon
2000.
Baxter knows exactly what the problem was. Our problems go back a long way. Hopefully that settled all of them. But instead, you know, afterwards they're saying, oh, he's complaining. He's saying he's disfigured. He's all burned up and everything. I said, well, listen, send him to a doctor. I know a very good doctor. So I said, believe it or not, I'll even foot the bill because he's whining and crying so much. So we sent him out to my doctor, and I guess they took some cameras along. So this is great. My doctor, Dr. Salmon's out in Germantown. He's a great guy. But just watch this.
Brandon, you must have really taken Jerry Lawler off. You know, I've known him for quite a while, but what in the world happened to you, man?
I didn't do anything to him. I don't know what his problem is. I didn't do anything to him. He just snapped. I mean, I swear I didn't do anything.
How does your face feel?
It's real tender. Do you think that I will ever look the same again?
Well, we can do a great number of things with plastic surgery, and we can do skin grafts. And skin grafts are one of the procedures.
I've heard of a skin graft, but what do you do?
We replace skin over some of the features of your face, but we've got to take skin from other parts of your body.
Where would you get that skin from?
Well, looking at your head, did he burn the top of your head?
He did.
Well, I could use that for your nose, but we may have to take the scan elsewhere, and the biggest part that you have here looks like your bottom. Maybe we
My
could-
what?
Your rear end. But I believe that might match the beard on your face.
Yes.
Classic stuff. And
I
Powa
always
Howa
knew
wrestling.
Brandon back
And
had a
Jerry
big butt
Lawler.
face.
Right.
Now for real, Brandon, don't worry. I mean, Dr. Sammons is a great surgeon. He can do wonders. He can take your butt and put it right on your face, and I promise you'll look 100% better, won't he? I feel good, Dave. I'm sorry. I feel real good.
understand you
know
feel
what?
good.
It reminds me of the good old days when I used to come here and I used to have not one match but 2 matches, sometimes 3 matches
I
right here on
remember that,
television.
yep.
So what I was thinking was maybe we could do that again today because I got a few guys that I have a little agenda with. One of them, unfinished business with Slash, right?
yes.
Slash, Brandon's big buddy. Well, I thought maybe we could get Slash out here. I could wrestle him. That won't take too long. Then I also saw a little bit earlier today that this, what's his name, the guy from MCW that just won their championship?
Oh, Steve Bradley.
Oh, Steve Bradley, the big shot, Steve Bradley, just the new champion. I thought maybe we could get Steve Bradley out here. I could have a title match with him. I could be the new MCW champion today.
Well, I like that.
Yeah,
If we
let's
can
do
get those matches booked, if you're willing, that'd be great for us to have the Power Hour that way. Here comes the Power Pro champion right here. This is the Spellbinder. He's held that championship for a long, long time. Still got it slung across his shoulder. And here he is. Spell?
You okay?
I'm doing fine. How are you? I feel good today. How about you?
Well, I feel great, and you know what? I'm looking at you in the back, and you look
And
pretty good
that
yourself.
was not Lance. That was
I'm not the
doctor.
type of guy to
No,
interrupt.
That's Dr.
You know what I'm
Sammons.
going to do? I'm going to interrupt you.
Dr. L.C. Sammons.
Here's the thing. I don't know what you were doing last week, but if you saw, I was beating the MCW champion from pillar to post. Did you see that?
I saw it.
Okay, so I don't care what you do with Slash. I don't care what you do with anybody else in MCW. But as far as Steve Bradley, he's the MCW champion now. And as far as I'm concerned, I need to get the first shot.
Well, he makes a point there that, yeah, he maybe should be going against Bradley. What's that? We got a couple of guys here who are both wanting big matches on the Power. Well, here comes the commissioner. Here comes Bill Dundee, and let's see what he has to say about it. Bill, we've got the makings of a great show. Hey, Bill, these guys are both looking for some big matches here today.
Well, it's not often the superstar gets to do this. Hey, you like the Titans, brother? What happened to the Browns this year? We know that should. Oh, well, we're not going to go there. But anyway, Kingfish, you know I've known you a long time. Mick Foley has no power around here.
No power? Mick Foley, no power?
No power. Nothing. Spellbinder, you're the champion. That used to rule. When he had the belt, he made all the rules. He don't make no rules no more. You're looking at it. New sheriff in town. You don't make them. You don't make them. Bradley don't make them. And Mick Foley certainly doesn't make them. He's away up there in New York somewhere, and we don't care. So none of this that you're all talking about is going to take place.
No match?
No matches?
No, not this one. What do you mean not this one?
Well, I'm going to give you a little new match. You and him, because you want to beat up Slash, and you want to beat up Bradley, and he does. So we'll make it a tag match. You and him, because he represents Power Pro. Wolfie represents Power Pro. The other guy does Memphis wrestling. And I believe you just represent you, right? Or you were here for the... What are you talking? Who are you representing?
I'm everywhere. I'm like Coca-Cola, man. I'm everywhere. But you know what? I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold the phone here. Now, Spell comes out here and he's shaking my hand and all that kind of stuff. But to be honest with you, it hadn't been that many weeks ago that I was wrestling over in MCW and I turned around in my match and all of a sudden here's Spellbinder jumping in and attacking me. Now, Spell, you and I have been, you know, we've been pretty cool in the past, but you did do that. Now, hopefully you were just following orders and doing what you were told.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Hey, brother, Kingfish, me and you did that for the last 20 years to one another, so it's nothing new to you to be jumped from behind. Sometimes I get mad at you and sneak up behind you, but the bottom line is it's happening. You and him is wrestling another 2 guys, and we'll make it even. If one of you pin Bradley, that one's the champion. That's it.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Wait, he loses the belt if he gets pinned? Is that what you're saying?
One of y'all beat Bradley. Whoever does it becomes
Wait a
the
minute. So
champion.
it's either a pinfall, submission. If King does it, he's the champion. If Spell does it, Spell's the champion.
There you go.
Okay, I'll do that.
So Bradley's MCW title is going to be on the line in a tag match.
You got it.
I like it. I like that.
Well, yeah, okay, I like that too. But wait a minute. I tell you somebody that's not going to be happy about it. Mick Foley's not going to be happy about it. I doubt Bradley is going to be happy about it. Can we hear from Brad? Is he back in the back? Yeah, let's see.
What's Dundee's problem? You think he'd be in a good mood seeing that now that Joe C's dead, he's now officially the shortest guy in wrestling. Nothing could put Steve Bradley in a bad mood. I am now the new MCW heavyweight champion, and I have the most beautiful lady in wrestling, Victoria, the real queen of wrestling. After the match today, which is going to be real short, I'll take you over.
I don't mean to interrupt this joyous occasion, but you're going to have to get serious, man. Lawler is not here to beat you for this belt. He's not here to take her. He's here to maim us. I don't know if you saw what he did to Brandon last week, but he barbecued him, and you're going to be the pig unless you smarten up, man.
Relax, man.
No.
Everything will be under control.
No,
trust me.
You trust me. He's here to barbecue us, man. Get serious.
Don't worry.
Power Pro Wrestling, and we are back in the house. Hey, I have survived, and I think you people would like to know what my show week was. Of course, it's been a couple of decades since I promoted a big wrestling event, and I did. You guys have been following me on the Power Hour and on Talking Memphis Wrestling every week. We've had guests in the archives at the Randy Hell's YouTube channel. You can go back and check. We've had the Spellbinder. We've had Danny Davis. We've had Tom Pritchard. We had so many great guests. It was great times that we've had this on this program. We had Terry Golden and Downtown Bruno and it was great. Show week this week was great. The last time, last Wednesday night, I went to bed. Round the clock Thursday. Didn't go to bed Thursday. Friday morning I got up, got out in the car and headed to Memphis to pick up Tommy Wildfire Rich and Handsome Jimmy Valiant from the airport. Then Friday morning took them there, and then ended up stayed up all night long Friday night, and then Saturday was the big long day, and then at 1 o'clock in the morning took took Handsome Jimmy Valiant, Tommy Rich too, back to the airport. It's been wild and crazy, absolutely wild and crazy weekend, a very successful big superstar show. This is Power Pro Wrestling, and this is a show we bring you most every Monday night, looking back at the Memphis, Tennessee wrestling promotion, Power Pro Wrestling from April 98 to April 2001. We are watching the November the 18th, the year 2000. This was Power Pro show number 133. We had a lot of talent at the time. Kate Crush, who is R-Truth, was around on television, and Kate Crush was called up to the WWF. R-Truth is still there today. I like Mickey the Time Lord watching on YouTube that's here for the very first time. We are on commercial breaks, and we are watching the great action. We're watching the action from the day back in November of 2000. You see that little screen at the corner. This was a live TV show that started Memphis Wrestling on TV5 that started in 1977. This was the year 2000, and let's go back to the show.
Pro Wrestling, showing my grill. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to pick up the new album. Yo, my man Troy gonna let you know what we got going on Thanksgiving night, partner.
Yo, check this out. Thursday, 23rd, Thursday, the 23rd is going down. The Rapping Wrestling Federation, no doubt. Tracy Smothers, I heard what you said about us, boy. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, no doubt. We gonna tell you about this thing. Got it. On the 23rd, Thanksgiving night.
Rapping Wrestling Federation.
No doubt.
Big night coming up there.
Dave Brown and Corey Macklin hosting the show.
We've got a match coming up
from
right now
1967 on was the host of Memphis Wrestling. And now here comes representing developmental for WWE. This is the Bobcat.
Hi everybody, it's me, Bobcat. I just want to say that everywhere I went this week, people were telling me how good Power Pro Wrestling is now that I'm on it.
Now that she's on it.
I thought I would just come out here
Definitely on it.
and show you the most beautiful woman in Memphis. Me!
I don't know about
Oh,
that.
guys, I'm gonna be your dream. And ladies, I'm gonna be your nightmare. No. Serious, ladies, you really have nothing to worry about because, well, I wouldn't get caught dead dating a guy from down south. No, seriously, I wouldn't.
Well, why are you down here then?
Anyway, I'm here to special ring announce. So, we got here some musica. Why, it's Derek King from Memphis, Tennessee.
It is, in fact, Derek King, as Bobcat, as Bobcat is so graciously identified.
From Orlando, Florida, Spanky.
Spanky and Derek
This is
King.
for the
Get ready to
lightweight
go here.
championship. Brian Henrik Spanky defends his lightweight heavyweight championship against Derek King, Mr. Personality.
Gibson shows it to Derek King, says this is at stake. And, well, hello. Bobcat is joining us at the desk here.
Great. No. I just don't know. I mean, I think I found my calling in life just to be on TV.
Well, okay. You did a pretty good job on the ring announcing there. I gotta give you that.
When are they going to show us? Because I really need to see myself on TV.
Well, actually, we're going to focus on the match right now, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Especially with the championship on the line.
Boring. Really.
It's
You know
boring.
What, yeah, you know what? I really would like to talk about weather.
Yes.
What's it going to be like tomorrow?
Well, it's going to become partly cloudy tomorrow. It's going to be cold.
Weather? I really think that you need a weather girl. I think I could probably do a better job than you.
Well, someday maybe you can try that. Right now, if you don't mind, I hate to interrupt, but we want to concentrate on the match here, if you don't mind.
Look at that. Nice move there from Derek King. And Spanky with a big kick and down. Hooks the leg, a 2 count. What did you say?
I said, don't interrupt me. I mean,
Well, we're calling the match. What are you
going to go with the match here, Mike?
How about you interrupting us? You don't have any business out here anyway right now.
what do you mean I have no business out here?
Yeah, you have no business
I am Power Pro Wrestling.
Oh, Derek King nails Spanky in the midsection as Spanky is going to the top rope.
Saying how beautiful I am and how great I was. And
Whoa! My goodness, what a move by Derek King. And the cover, 1, 2.
Oh, gets the shoulder.
Almost. Derek King has just about become the MCW lightweight champion, but it was not to be. Only a 2 count.
What are you saying,
I'm
Bobcat?
getting really hot. These guys are taking up all our TV time.
well, you are.
There's a glimpse of me.
Ooh, great move by Spanky. Give it to him. There's a cover
Look
from
at
him.
that.
1, 2.
That's so great.
And he was very close to a successful title defense
Is
right
this
there.
match over yet or what?
Okay, you look good, and what's next? Yeah, you look
What's
great.
next?
You're
More
fantastic.
of me, hopefully. That's what's
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Which one do you think is better?
That one didn't work out very well for Spanky. Here's a cover, count of 2.
2 count, and that's all.
Once
wish they
again,
would
very
show me so
close
I
for
could
Derek
find out.
King.
This
In the
is
background,
great. I can
this is
actually be on
Bobcat
TV
you're
and
hearing in the
watch
background, who has discovered herself on television.
Yeah,
and liked what
apparently
she
she
saw.
has.
This is so great because, like, there's the monitor, and here's me, and I could be on TV and actually watch myself. I
Well,
love this.
There's a time
I
and
love
place
this
for
job.
that. But right
Yeah,
now,
now's
like
not the
now.
time.
No.
we want to concentrate on the match here.
You know,
Look
you're
at this.
starting
He's
to
setting
worry me.
Spanky up.
Tomorrow
Let's
night
do
on
it.
Talking Memphis
He's setting him up
Wrestling.
here.
And they got this beauty.
Exclusive
Oh,
video
yeah.
from this past Saturday night TV
Spanky
member.
comes down on a
Way out to the middle of the ring.
superplex from Derek King. Wow.
Becky the
I
Time
mean, if they
Lord
showed a
asked
close-up
how
on me, I
many
would
That's
get a
tough
really
on
big
both
promotions
of
did
them.
Memphis have. Of
Cover,
course,
1,
started
2.
off way back in the mainstay or mainstream promotions with television, major television. I would say
What are they going to show you for what?
You know,
4 or 5 with mainstream,
King would love to bring this title to Power Pro.
mainstream TV, network television.
For that face bump. This kid's doing now. He's got him too. Oh, and he
Foot
gets
on the
him
bottom
on
rope.
Foot on the bottom rope.
This
He gets
is
his foot.
WWE's Brian Kendall and Derek King
Almost had a
in
new
this
champion
match for the
there.
lightweight title. A very, very good match.
Spanky missed with that one. Derek King comes with a running clothesline.
Trying to figure out which.
Big covers. 1, 2. Again, the shoulder comes up at the count of 2.
Will you please stop talking? You are so annoying to me, Jimmy.
What do you mean?
Bobcat.
We got a match going on here. For crying out loud. What do you want to say? Here, just take my mic.
I have my own, thank you very
Goes
much.
Derek King down. Look at Spanky now. Oh, he comes down and misses.
Very
He
good,
misses, and Derek
fast-paced match.
King's up.
That's
Hey, Channel says Derek King reminds him of Sweet Daddy Cookie
Finishes
with
opponent
hair
off, but
dye.
he couldn't do it there. Derek King was
Just
gone.
not this time.
Look at this. Reversal. Spanky swings, misses.
You know, they need to show more. I don't understand.
Whoa.
It's a special treat that I am out here and they're not showing
Down he
me.
goes.
Up to the top rope goes Spanky. Off the rope, he splashes. There's
Big
1,
splash,
2, 3.
Oh, he got him.
Now
Can you
maybe
believe
show a
that?
close-up on it.
1, 2, 3. What a match
Wait a
between
minute,
the
wait a minute.
lightweight champion
Wait, I'm supposed to
Spanky,
announce
Derek
it.
King. A fantastic match on the Power
I
Hour.
am supposed to announce who it is and who.
Well, go ahead and announce.
Well, I wasn't
All
really
right.
paying attention. Who
All
won?
right, if we can get a camera around here and
Derek's got the-
let her announce the winner.
Who won? Who won?
Do what?
Go
Derek
ahead.
won. Are you not watching
okay.
the match?
And the winner
No,
is.
Spanky won. So you're not even watching.
And
Yeah.
well, I was just looking at myself because I'm more important.
Oh, look at this. Spanky grabs the title back.
So
Derek hands it over
Yeah,
to him.
he handed it over to him there.
Who
That's
cares?
great
More about
sportsmanship
me.
from
Yeah,
Derek
great
King there.
sportsmanship
Where
there.
am
And
I?
Spanky retains that lightweight
Oh,
title.
no, not sportsmanship. Look
Look
out!
out!
What is
He
he
pops
doing?
him with that thing. Come on, Derek.
Derek King, after a great display of sportsmanship,
why
now
is the bell ringing?
he grabs the belt.
Come on, Derek. Oh, look out, it comes.
Now more people
Some
to take
help
away
here
from
now.
me. I just can't
The
believe
Click 2000 jumps in, and DK takes off.
The
And
wrestler,
I wish
the
you
American
would take off,
Dragon
Bobcat.
with the
You was
mask
just a
is
toy.
Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan. See him in the match.
Coming on to stay out here.
Right after this,
I don't
don't
know
go away.
what
We're just
this
getting
gets
started.
Yeah.
It's the Power Hour. This is the Monday after the big event in Jackson, Tennessee. We had Michael St. John go through the audience, and at the end of this show today, after earlier we heard from Handsome Jimmy Valiant and the Spellbinder, we'll hear from Tommy Wildfire Rich, and we have time to show you right now Tommy Rich.
Hi, everybody. We're back. Night to remember, Memphis Championship Wrestling, one of the best that
Another
ever.
legend, Michael St. John's, man. It's a pleasure, man. Hey, y'all are missing a shindig down here today. They got Jerry the King Lawler, Superstar Bill Dundee, the Rock and Roll Express, myself, Dangerous Doug Gilbert. The list goes on. You got the Spellbinder, Carl Fergie's over here.
I'm telling you, Wildfire Tommy Rich, one of the best to ever step in the square circle. Former NWA World Champion. You were really a young prodigy that came up through Memphis Wrestling.
Yes.
You and I grew up, well, we lived maybe a mile from each other in Hendersonville. At Kicks 104, you came out to the radio station several times. I remember you playing football with the Commandos. I mean, you were just an awesome athlete, and it's great to see you. You look fabulous.
Thank you for having me, man. Like I said, Michael St. John, there's another legend right there. Hey, y'all get a chance, come on out. The signing's over at 6, and Hall of Fame, it starts at 7. So don't miss it, be here.
Great video and a great night, a night to remember in Jackson, Tennessee. Tomorrow, Adam's working on it for tomorrow night's show, Talking Memphis Wrestling. Make sure you check it out tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It will be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. and we will be here. And Adam is planning on working all night long, all day long tomorrow. He'll be at it. He will get videos together that he shot. And we have a picture of Adam shooting the videos we showed earlier in the day. And he was working hard, getting stuff done, and getting great video. And we hope to bring you that tomorrow. It was the rivalry for the ages. It was Lawler and Dundee. We saw them in a great ceremony. And of course, 10 people inducted or indicted, as some people might say, into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, opening up with the Rock and Roll Express, finishing up with Handsome Jimmy as we go back to the
We've got it under
Bobcat.
control. As a matter of fact, Corey's got an interview right now. Okay.
Well, that's fine. That's all well and good, but if you just keep the camera on me, everything will be fine.
No, we can't do that.
Yeah,
Corey, let's go. Maybe we turn that mic off.
Yeah, can we do that? Hey, we've got action coming up.
Hello,
this
Gerald
afternoon,
Jones from
1 o'clock.
Jonesboro,
West Memphis,
Arkansas.
Liberty, Chrysler,
Thomas
Dodge, Jeep,
Clement,
Chevrolet.
looking
Got
at
Brian Wilkerson
Bobcat.
back with us again. Good to have you, Brian.
Thank
We got a big
everybody
sale
for
today at Liberty,
making comments
including free
today
wrestling
on the
right
Power
across the bridge
Hour.
in
We're
West
back
Memphis.
with you.
Coming up this afternoon, right,
Corey
Brian?
Macklin going over the out-of-town action back in November of
$49 down
2000.
and $49 delivers, right, with the Blue Print.
That's right. $49.
Very good. Had a great time out there a few weeks ago. And again, this afternoon, right across the bridge in West Memphis, across from Southland Greyhound Park, there's going to be live Power Pro Wrestling action free. 1 o'clock's the bell time over in West Memphis. Liberty, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Chevrolet. There'll be free Little Caesars pizza, free sodas, and some great deals on cars, right?
That's right.
Very good. Looking forward. Thanks, Brian. Good having you. $49 down, $49 delivers over there this afternoon. Tonight, Mount Pleasant, Mississippi, H.W. Bars High School. Bell time's 8 p.m., sponsored by the cheerleaders. Tonight over in Mount Pleasant, Mississippi. Power Pro Wrestling's over in Mount Pleasant, Dave, tonight.
It ought to be great there at H.W. Byers School. And don't forget, tonight in Newbern, Tennessee, MCW Wrestling is going to be up there at the National Guard Armory.
Yeah, that's coming up as well tonight. 8 o'clock spell time. And Thursday night, Thanksgiving night, Thursday night, New Daisy Theater right there on Bill. Power Pro Wrestling and the Southern Rap and Wrestling team up for a big night of action. Thanksgiving night, 6 o'clock bell time, right down there for championship
How
wrestling
about Bobcat in the background as here comes the dressed up and smiling and profiling from the land down under often imitated, never imitated superstar Bill Dundee, watching the Power Hour from November of 2000.
I don't know what she's saying.
I don't know what she needs more airtime.
Yeah, well, let me tell you this, Bill, before you get going. Got a word from the guy that's the self-proclaimed commissioner, Mick Foley. He sent in another tape. Yeah, let's listen to what Mick has to say here. Yeah.
Jeez, King, I guess things didn't work out too well last week.
Didn't go exactly the way you had planned. Of course, you know, what do you expect? They're here on Power Pro. They don't really recognize you as being the commissioner.
I don't understand it. I mean, I feel bad that Bill Dundee feels like I've insulted him because I called him the little guy or the little Australian guy.
But you know what? I'll tell you what happened last week after that. I mean, Dundee was out all over the Power Pro show. He was changing matches left and right. He was all over the place.
Changing matches?
Oh, yeah.
Like, maybe I feel like I've been around long enough as commissioner in the WWF and now as part of MCW to give Bill a little bit of advice. That is, commissioner should be heard, not seen. The ruling should really take place backstage. If Bill Dundee is running around on the air all the time, he's really just using it as a vehicle.
Now, wait a minute,
to get himself, what?
On WWF, you're like on camera all the time. Every time I turn around, there's Commissioner Mick Foley out there
Well,
doing
there's
something.
a reason. I've got a book to plug. Speaking of books.
Oh, I see.
Christmas Chaos. Mick Foley's Christmas Chaos, illustrated by
who?
A guy named Jerry the King Lawler.
Hey, all right. What a great book that is. Just in time for Christmas, right?
And I want to be the first. I don't know if I'm the first, but I'm going to be the first on the air to congratulate you because this book is on the New York Times children's bestseller list. King, we did it.
Man, that is great. And of course, it's available at bookstores everywhere, all over Memphis. It's at Walden Books, Barnes & Nobles, Bookstar, Britanno's. Where?
No, it's
not Walmart. That's not a bookstore. Even though everybody in Memphis shops at Walmart, it's not a bookstore. But any bookstore you can go in and you can get Mick Foley's Christmas Cap. Makes a great stocking stuffer, right?
It does.
If you got a big stocking, you got to have a big stocking for that.
It does. Or just wrap it up and put it underneath the tree. You'll be glad you did.
Now, let's, of course, we'll come back and plug this some more in a minute. But
Back to wrestling.
you know what? You heard about what happened with that idiot Brandon Baxter. I was supposed to get the one-on-one match. Didn't happen.
No, I can just imagine this guy waving you down, and you do a good thing as a good Samaritan. Next thing you know, you have guys jumping in from behind. So I don't know quite what to make of that mess, King.
What about, I'll come up with something good. Let me just, can you give me carte blanche to come up with some kind of stupid match that I can get in with this Brandon
I'm not
Baxter?
really sure what carte blanche is, but I'm going to give it to you anyway because I'm the commissioner and I can do those type of things.
All right, now, what about the other match you're going to do, the title against title? But I guess you got to have Dundee say-so on this now, right?
Yeah, I could circumvent Dundee, but I don't want to make the little guy any angrier. So what I'm going to do is maybe have a phone call with Bill. We'll see if we can work something out and get some type of title versus title match on the air.
Some sort of closure.
We need closure, and Bill and I need closure as
like the presidential thing, right?
Yeah, geez, I was down in Florida trying to work that whole thing out. What a mess.
You were down in Florida trying to work?
I've got some political connections, King. I don't like to drop names, and you know, President Clinton would agree that I'm not a name dropper.
Okay.
But
is that right? You know, we went together to the White House, didn't we?
We did. We were there, and I got a kiss from a member of the first family.
Yeah, but what was the dog's name?
Presidential dog Buddy.
Yeah, right. Anyway, Mick, so today we'll try to get this whole situation resolved, and I hope when we talk to you next week, everything will be nice
I
and
want
smooth.
all the wrestling to go really smooth so we can take the next week's time to plug this bad boy in a really cheap way. Yeah.
What do you think, Bill? He thinks he's the commissioner, huh?
Oh, that's why they have Lawler out there. But I used to think Lawler was from the South. That boy has changed, man. He's from the North. So, Lawler, I'm kind of mad at you. But anyway, Foley, you can take that book and put it where the sun don't shine. I'm going to show you something. This was about 10 years ago, and Mick wormed his way in there. I'm going to show you this picture.
What is that?
Who's that right there? Ted Turner.
Yeah, that's Ted, yeah.
Who is that in his right hand?
That's Bill Dundee.
What's that little head right back there?
There's Mick Foley, yeah. Can you show? There's the camera, yeah. There it is, right there.
Pick this up. Zoom in, brother. That's Mick Foley way back here somewhere.
Yeah, there he is, yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, that's definitely Ted Turner right there in the center, and
right hand, that's what
several other guys standing right next to the superstar.
All right, I learned off billionaire Ted how to run a company, and I'm going to run this one. There is no title against title in this match they're talking about. I made the one what was going to have the belt on the line. That's the tag match with Lawler Spell and the mother two. All right, now Mick Foley, I'm just going to tell you this in real plain English. You may be running around with Vince McMahon and Jerry Lawler thinking you're somebody, when you may be up at the WWF, but right down here where that banner says Power Pro Wrestling, it is Bill Superstar Dundee. It makes the rules, and here is the one I'm going to make you.
What's that?
Next week, everybody wants to wrestle the champion of Power Pro. Well, we're going to let it happen. What's this bimbo?
What is she doing anyway?
What is this bimbo doing?
I'm sorry, guys.
Another one from the WWF. All right. Corey, we're going to make a 20-man battle royal.
Right.
Whoever wins it will be the champion. Mick Foley, that match is made for next week. Thank you.
Sounds good to me. Superstar Bill Dundee, the commissioner, and he's made the... They talk about who let the dogs out. Who let the Bobcat out, for crying out loud? Take her out of here, man. I don't know if I can make it with her right here, Dave. What's this about?
Want a 2000 model year car?
All right, it's Randy Hells, and that Bobcat was all over the announcers. How about that? How would you like to be in that situation? Hey, the great event of Night to Remember is over with. So tomorrow will be the last time you see that. So be sure to watch our show tomorrow on Talking Memphis Wrestling, because Adam Dunn is working on putting video together that I think you will enjoy, and you will enjoy traveling to Jackson, Tennessee, and you will see great highlights, some of the Hall of Fame inductions, and you will also see the rivalry for the ages. Adam, again, working all day, all night, all the time. And you will see, as we plan to open up with the rivalry for the ages, we'll spend the next several weeks showing you exclusive great video from this show. Absolutely no doubt about it in the world. I'm Randy Hills. I'm here alone. Now, behind the scenes is Adam Dunn producing this program. You see in the background, as I said, the great, great posters for the night to remember, and we'll start to wrap up that series as we show videos starting tomorrow. How's everybody doing? I am glad. I am tickled pink. Man, I'm thrilled to death this past Saturday to make my promotional return with the successful sold-out event in Jackson, Tennessee, and everybody that's talked about it, everybody that was there in the house, everybody that's been commenting today on this program, we are appreciating it very much. Robert is in the house. Says, Mr. Eddie, how are you tonight? I'm fired up. I'm pumped up. I love it. Absolutely. Dave's channel says, appreciate all your hard work. Randy, I have a team around me, including Adam and Pat and Chris and Michael St. John and Brendan Baxter. My favorite person who's mad at me a little bit, Amy, is in the house. As we go back to Power Pro Wrestling from November 2000.
At the New Daisy Theater, tickets $5. That's right, $5. Yo, Tracy Smothers, you heard what you said, baby. We got you. Why don't you show your face down there? Yo, 3-6, follow him too. Tracy Smothers and 3-6, we want both of y'all, no doubt. Come on down, no doubt. Federation, no doubt. Thursday, 23rd, Thanksgiving night. We out.
Society likes to point fingers at the triad because we look and act different from all the rest. But the reason being is because our morals aren't quite the same as you people walking the streets.
You see, how much longer must you feel our vengeance?
The
How much
triad
longer
from Power
do
Pro
you have to
Wrestling,
feel our
November
wrath?
the
You see,
20th.
Bulldog
November
Reigns
the year
was just another lamb for
2000.
slaughter
This is
to prove a point.
Power Hour.
You see,
I
little
want to
man,
remind you
Bill Dundee,
to
Mr.
watch
Commissioner,
Talking Memphis Wrestling exclusive
us in a battle royal
video from this past
plenty of
Saturday
lambs
night,
to be
night to
slaughtered.
remember.
We must prove a
Exclusive,
point.
we
must
exclusive
prepare
show
for the
tomorrow
master.
night on Talking Memphis Wrestling. We'll show highlights
Here we go.
from the rivalry for the lifetime
No.
and much more as we return
No, wait a
Power
minute.
Pro Wrestling.
We've put up with this. We tried to be nice to you, but I'm afraid the time has come. We have to continue with the show. I'm going to have to ask you to leave, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sounds good to
Uh-oh.
me.
Bobcat's about
Do you hate
to
women?
Well, of
get
course
kicked out.
No, we don't hate
Oh, I
women.
get it. You just hate women in wrestling.
No. As a matter of
Robert
fact, for instance, Kat,
Is hey
classy
Robert,
lady,
are
she
you
doesn't
from
come out here
Jonesboro? I
and
gave you a ride.
wave at the
Gave you a ride
crowd,
to Jonesboro
around.
to Memphis,
Haven't you heard
and
of
I was
gimmick
tickled to
infringement?
death to do
My aunt,
that.
the
I
Bobcat,
do those
way
all the
before
time.
she
I was
was
going
ever
to
a
Ubering for the
cat.
first time in about 4 or 5 days.
She's nothing but a
Tomorrow
alley
morning.
cat. She has nerve even thinking of taking my name. It infuriates me to even think that.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but that's her name, the Cat, and that you asked for my
Hold
opinion,
it,
and I gave it to you.
hold it.
Uh-oh. Anybody see a cat flag? Bobcat? and
There's the
now
cat right
Stacy
there.
Carter is mad.
The cat is back.
Just what do you think you're doing out here? Now here you have a problem with this alley cat?
No, Stacy. I gotta tell you something. I love you. But girl, you're the bomb. Seriously, I love you.
Oh, now she's the bomb and all of that, yeah.
Seriously, I love you,
Change the tune there.
She's all that in a bag of chips.
Maybe I misunderstood.
Oh, definitely.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah, Bobcat, she's out here talking all of that yang, and then all of a sudden when the cat shows up, oh, look out, cat. Bobcat. Oh, well, she just...
What? What did she say?
I thought
she said
maybe...
something, and Kat turned right around.
There they go.
Cat flag.
She took big
Cat
exception
flag.
to it, let me
Cat
tell you.
flag.
Grabs her by the hair.
How about this,
Slammed
people?
her head against the mat. Bobcat insulting the cat, and then the cat comes out here.
Look out, cat.
Look out.
Look out. From behind. Oh, and here comes some help. Here comes the king out.
Well, the king, when part of the triad shows up, it's time for the king, and that's what he has done.
Oh, and there they
but
go.
meanwhile, Bobcat and Cat back into the action. Now here comes 7 from the Triad out here too. Ooh, down to the mat. Lawler counts 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's an unofficial victory, I guess, for the Cat.
Yeah. The Cat gets a victory over Bobcat, and the King comes in and even things up.
Here comes Bulldog Reigns. He's looking for the Triad members after what they did to him last week. He's taken on 2 of them. I'm not sure that's a wise thing.
Oh, here comes Alan Steele. All that. Blade Boudreaux comes out.
Jacked up.
Uh-oh.
Man, we got a Tracy Smother. We got about, you know what? That 20-man battle royal that Bill Dundee was talking about, that thing is just
I met Thomas Lemon in Jackson Saturday night. Thomas, appreciate meeting you and your wife.
Beat Street Posse out
Hey,
here.
I'm glad you're okay and not, man.
They're over here by the desk.
Mo, we saw be inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of
tell you
Fame.
two boys something. That the only thing that matters to the Posse is that we are #1 contenders to the Memphis Championship Wrestling Tag Team titles, baby. Yeah, and then when one of us wins this battle royal, it becomes the #1 contender for the Power Pro Wrestling Heavyweight title. It doesn't matter, because even if it comes down to the 2 of us, we'll just flip. We decided we're just gonna flip a coin, and then that determines who's gonna be the winner.
Well, okay. We'll see what happens.
One more thing. The Posse will never fight each other, ever, because the Posse sticks together.
And the Posse will never fight each other. Well, there they go. They hit the ring.
Now they're in there. They
Hey,
arrived for the
battle
party
royal,
late.
Wild and Woolly, it's crazy.
You know,
it's
I don't think we've ever had 20
it's
men on television. We've had
Power
15,
Pro
16, but I don't
Wrestling,
ever remember
November
20. I hope the ring
2000,
doesn't
man.
collapse in the
Talking
middle.
about fired up.
Many years ago,
Ready
with
for
Lance
Tommy
Russell and I,
Ridley.
that
We
actually
heard
happened.
from
When
Spellbinder
the ring
earlier.
collapsed.
We heard
Corey, I don't
from
think we want to
Handsome
talk
Jimmy
for 20
Valiant
minutes straight. I
earlier.
don't think the
We
folks
got
want to
a
hear
big
us.
show planned tomorrow night. Looking at Jake video from Talking Memphis Wrestling. Check it out tomorrow night at 7 o'clock right here on the Randy Hunt channel. Whether it's Facebook, the Randy Hunt Facebook,
We've
our
got a referee in the
Facebook,
ring, and we've got 2 on the
Talking Memphis
floor.
Wrestling or the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame Facebook, at RB Hills on Twitter, or YouTube, man. This is Daryl Jones from Jonesboro, Arkansas. A clean battle royal. A lot of excitement. A lot of stuff.
There goes all that Alan Steele.
Yeah.
Man.
He hit on his feet, it bounced on his chin. I hope he's okay.
Oh, boy. Jed Logan's been dumped over the top. I see the General, Coco Ware, standing in there. Oh, there's that. Well, I was about to say there was Khan, but there goes Khan.
Yeah, Khan's out of it.
He's eliminated.
Referees out on the floor to confirm that they're out and to send them to the back.
American Dragons going after Tracy Smothers. 7's in there. Bulldog Reigns. There goes the Dragon.
The Dragon's gone.
Charlie
Laird is gone. Yeah.
The Rockers got Blade Boudreaux. There goes one of the Mean Street Posse.
Yeah, Pete Gas. He's out of there, so we're not going to have to worry about that half of the Mean Street Posse
Yeah, Thomas,
going
it's
for
so
the
nice to see
title.
you as well.
There goes Blade Boudreaux. He's eliminated.
He hits the floor hard. He's
The battle
out of there.
royal.
So is that the
A lot of
General out of
talent.
there too?
He's gone.
Yeah, Coco's out of there. The General. Adios to the General. There goes the other Mean Street Posse.
Yeah, so they were in here claiming it was going to be between them, and they were just going to flip a coin, but they're both out. Joey Adams is out.
Richard Hood says it right, man. He
Yeah,
says there's
Brickhouse Brown is
nothing like
eliminated.
studio wrestling.
That leaves both of
Adam
the
Dunn
Triad members.
says, here,
Tracy
here.
Smothers, Bulldog Reigns, Johnny Rocker. There's Cade in there. Big chop across the chest. There goes the Rocker. They threw him. That's who you saw flying in the bottom of your screen there. Couple of chops from Cade. 7's got
Very
Bulldog Reigns
exciting.
over in the
Studio
corner. We're down to
wrestling. Very
5 men,
exciting.
Dave.
Yep.
Power
Crash
forward.
is really working on Bulldog
All
along
of a
with
sudden, down to
7.
3.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and it's
both
two,
went over.
and it's 2 against 1, basically, as the Triad, 2 of these Triad members have Bulldog Reigns. Bad blood between them already. Bulldog was out earlier looking for him. That's how this one got going. And ironically, this is how
Robert
it
and
is coming
Dexter, hope
down
you're
to
still
the
watching.
end.
Be sure to watch the show tomorrow night at 7 our time, 7 Central. as we have a great show, including footage, exclusive first time ever shown footage from Jackson, Tennessee.
Back to the corner.
Bulldog
whipped across the way into the turnbuckle. Seven slung across
for 2020
by Thrash. Now he goes into the corner after Bulldog. These two obviously working together against Bulldog Reigns. Man, what a great feather in his cabinet would be if Bulldog could have become the #1 contender, but it is not looking good for him right now.
I'm telling you, that's now 2 against 1. 7
That's
holding
hard. Contributed big time with the rivalry for the ages contribution this past week.
Bulldog Reigns big time.
Bulldog thinks suddenly looking up as he goes against Thrash. A big body slam. Can he convert to a cover? He doesn't try it. Now he drops down with the elbow. Bulldog Reigns feeling better about his chances of becoming the #1 contender and getting the shot at the Power Pro title held by Spellbinder.
He's got Thrash. Big elbow. Slows Thrash down.
Bulldog over to the ropes and from outside. No referee out here. The 7 is still out. What's 7 still doing out here? He should be gone. Thrash almost up at the top rope. Bulldog trying to throw him on out of there. Referee gets kicked in the process.
Yeah, Thrash.
7. He spit something in his.
What in the world was that?
What is that? Something red. My goodness.
Well, there goes Bulldog stumped over the top. And Thrash, former headbanger, now in the drag, gets the win of this 20-man battle royal. And
not a fair fight.
No, not at all.
Not a fair fight.
And when we come back, we got that tag team bout coming up, Dave.
It should be a great one. Bill Dundee made the match a little earlier. You'll see Lawler and Spellbinder against Steve Bradley and Slash. If Bradley loses, he loses his belt.
Spellbinder, Steve Ridley, and Slash coming up on the Power Hour. Hey, Adam, is there any way we have time to re-show the Handsome Jimmy Valiant spot?
The boogie man himself, Handsome Jimmy. Boy, I tell you, in all these years, never as a flamboyant, great character entered our business, a great wrestler, and my friend, Hall of Famer, Handsome Jimmy.
Ooh, makes the boogie woogie man feel good, baby. You know, last time I seen him, I gave him some sugar. I think he's going to run this time. But it's all good, baby. Hey, I love you all. God bless you. Thanks for coming, man. And, hey, see you out there. Down that road. Woo, must say. Oh, yeah.
It's been a spectacular return to the Power Hour going back to November of 2000. Next week's show, I might as well just tell you right now, we have a big main event next Monday night right on this show. It's Jerry the King Lawler against the cat, with the cat in his corner against Whoopi D. Slash, who went into the Hall of Fame this past week. Brandon Baxter will be in his corner. Big show next Monday night. Get that out of the way. Because I want you to be a part of the great Talking Memphis Wrestling tomorrow night. It will be fantastic. As much work as Adam can do, editing it together and get it working, we will do it. Hood is asking if Ernie Ladd ever worked in Memphis. Yes, he did in the 70s. Scott's Art said, God bless the Boogeyman. So we appreciate that very much. Ernie Ladd and Jerry Lawler had multiple matches in 1974 and later at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. Man, it was 47 years ago last Friday, 47 years ago last Friday, that Handsome Jimmy Valiant debuted in Memphis, Tennessee to start that huge run of 40 years.
Hey, here we go. I don't care what Mick Foley says.
Back to the Power
Bill Dundee has come up with right here. He's going to have some great talent in the ring for the main event of the Power Hour today. There is Slash. He attacked Jerry Lawler last week,
Really
and
wish
he may
that
have to
Scott
pay for it
Arts could
today.
have
His
come in. He
partner,
contributed
Steve Bradley,
with
the
a
MCW
great
champion.
Yeah.
And if he's
got
not,
Victoria along with him.
yeah, and you know, Slash says Bradley's not taking this seriously enough. If Bradley gets pinned, if he's the man who gets pinned, he loses that MCW
He loses
title.
it. That's exactly right. He's no longer the champion. Just all of a sudden, that could
Slash
happen
and
right
Steve
here today.
Bradley.
And Power Pro could have the
The
Power Pro
MCW
title and the
championship
MCW.
Yeah,
at
that's
the
true.
same.
Well, we got a #1 contender for the Power Pro title now. Thrash wins that
don't
20-man
like that.
battle royal. No, I didn't lead it.
One of those MCW guys, and a weird one at that, who's the #1 contender for the Power Pro title.
Here comes
Here comes Spellbinder, the Power Pro champion, and the
He still
King,
looks great
Jerry
today.
Lawler.
No face paint.
Yeah, here they
And
are.
that
This
great
is the main
entrance
event today
is
on the
the
Power
King
Hour.
and
Tag team action
Spellbinder
coming
in
up.
Power Pro Studios
The King
at
and the Spellbinder
1960
team up
Union,
together.
Memphis, Tennessee,
Right here today. The referee standing in the middle of the
in
ring.
the year 2000. This is the main
Slash pulls his
event
coat
of
off,
this
and,
program next
as
week.
soon as we get the signal from the ref,
in
we'll
Slash
get a couple
in
of
the
minutes
main
to
event
kick it off for this
of
main
next
event
week's
on the
program.
Power Hour today. What a day it's
Appreciate
been. Boy, it feels
everybody
good to get
commenting
Bobcat out
today.
here.
Yeah, and
We had
like a
great
little
numbers
cricket in here.
today, and I
Just
appreciate
talking.
it very much.
Thanks to the cat for
But
doing what
a talk
what
on
we couldn't do.
Memphis
That's get rid of the
wrestling
Bobcat.
to
Yeah, I thought it was
remember
kind of cute at
will
first,
be
but then sure
next
got
week
annoying.
as
annoying.
Spellbinder
Yeah,
and
Lena
Steve
was
Bradley,
watching
the
herself
late
on
Steve
TV, is what she
Bradley.
was doing. She
Miss
wasn't paying
him.
attention to
What a
matches.
great talent.
Anyway,
As
Steve
you
Bradley,
see
man,
him
look at him light
opening
in
up
on his Spellbinder.
against the
Several
Spellbinder.
kicks to the midsection, whips him in across the way into that turnbuckle. Runs in, and Spell gets out of there.
Champion against champion right now. Both of these guys feeling they have something to prove, that their title is the one that should be the most important, that they are the champion and should have maybe both belts. There's a cover by Spell.
1, 2 count. I thought he was going to end it quickly there, maybe. Quick 2 cover from Spellbinder.
If it had ended right there, Spellbinder would have had both belts.
Oh, yeah. That's right. The commissioner, who is the superstar, Bill Dundee, made the announcement that whoever beats Bradley, if Bradley's pinned in this bout, he gives up that heavyweight title. Couple of chops across the chest, and Slash reversed down by Spellbinder. He whips him in high in the air, and he just drops him down.
Watch out for this Slash. He's dangerous. He's very dangerous.
Tag
is
made.
made. Aha.
Oh, yeah.
Now Lawler. He attacked Lawler with a tire iron last week's what Lawler tells us. And now Lawler's got him in the ring. This is what the King has been looking for over a week.
Yeah, look at him pound away on Slash. Backs him up, whips him into the ropes. Big backdrop high and down. And the King looking good. He's ready for him. He says, hey, I'm ready for whoever. Bring them on today. I'll take on 2 or 3 of them right here today on the Power Hour.
Now here comes Bradley. Lawler says, hey, I can just as easily be the MCW champion. Let me wrestle Bradley. And Dundee says, how about both of them, King, in the same match? So the commissioner has made this match. Lawler could become MCW champion right here if he gets a pin on Bradley now.
Bradley backs him up. That calls for a clean break. He's got to let him go. Now he big shoulder in the midsection and nails him across the way, whips him in, and Lawler with the boot to stop him.
Hey, Juliet, easy money.
And the
You
King
were
goes for a
disappointed
pin, and
and
Bradley
very
gets his
sad
foot on the bottom
that
rope.
you couldn't come to Tony and LT
Smart
to
move by
tackle
Bradley.
this past Saturday. It was a night to remember and a
That's
reunion
trouble. Lawler's
of
there,
Power
referee
Pro
down.
Wrestling.
And now what?
Oh, here comes a triangle.
Interference.
They grab Spellbinder. Out on the floor they go.
I will
Now
give
the
everybody
MCW bunch sticking
a
together.
working
Yeah,
state,
Bradley and
something I'm
Slash
working
double team
on,
Lawler in the ring.
and we will
Well, the
announce
referee's
that
down.
right before we
And he doesn't see what's happening to
go off the air
Spellbinder. Now they're taking Spellbinder out of here. We've suddenly got a handicap match, Corey.
Yeah, we sure do.
Well, that sure changes the mathematics a great deal.
Well, you know that big suplex there from Slash. Well, you know Thrash won that #1 contender bout just moments ago.
So now
There's a 2 on Lawler, and the King kicks out. Yeah, so he wants to take Spellbinder out of the action is what he's doing.
Yeah, take him out of it.
What?
Well, see that right there is some faulty thinking. If he leaves Spellbinder in here, Spellbinder gets Steve Bradley's belt too. Well, then he's got a shot at the guy who has 2 belts. So anyway.
That's true. Look at this. Another pin. It's 2 of them, and Lawler's up at 2. Don't forget, fans, this afternoon, 1 o'clock, right across the bridge in
It's
West
been a very
Memphis, Liberty
interesting
Chrysler
Power Pro
Dodge Jeep
Wrestling show.
Chevrolet
I appreciate
Power Pro Wrestling
Julie
Live.
and Greg and
boy.
Thomas
That's
and
free.
Richard,
Again, it's all free this
Scott
afternoon.
Dart, and so
1
many
o'clock's
more
the bell
people
time. We'll head right
that
over
have
there,
been
right across the bridge.
commenting
Looking for you in that
on
big
this
cell over there
program
today.
today.
Look at this, Lawler being choked. He's
A
got-
major
Yeah, he's
Talking
choking.
Memphis Wrestling.
Come on,
Tomorrow
referee
night.
gets in there and makes him stop
Don't
that.
forget it. Tomorrow night
had a handkerchief
on
or a
Talking
bandana,
Memphis
something like
Wrestling.
that he was choking on.
Don't
Sure
forget
did.
it. Tomorrow
That's
night,
Victoria that
exclusive
you hear in the
video
background. That's in
from
Bradley's
Night to
corner.
Remember.
The King
Tomorrow
looked
night.
across the
We're
way.
back with the
Bradley
Power
runs
Hour
in
right
and Lawler
now, but
comes
tomorrow
out of
night
there.
on Talking Memphis Wrestling,
him
I
down.
guarantee you this will be a can't miss show.
From Lawler.
Good one, too. He
Julie,
goes
bless her
after
heart, had
Slash,
a
who was
massive
wandering through the ropes, and
migraine
Lawler
the
sends
other
him
night.
flying into the
Hopefully, the
turnbuckles
last
head
day
first.
of it
Slams
today.
him right into the
And
turnbuckle.
certainly,
Look at the
thoughts
King.
and prayers to
He's
him as we have
Oh, my God,
interference
who's
in
this?
this match.
Is that Brandon Baxter?
Well, with the
Oh, my
bandages,
God.
it must be referee
He's got
calling
what
for
in
a
the
bell.
world? He's got a torch. No, he is not going to do that.
Come on, referee,
That is
stop
ridiculous.
him. Stop him,
That's
referee.
ridiculous. Get him out of there.
Here's the
He's
cat.
got a torch. What in the world?
She stops him.
Here comes the
Oh,
cat in.
uh-oh.
Yeah, that
Throws
brings him
her
back.
down in the ring.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. He has absolutely lost it. Boy, I guess that fire last week must have went to Brandon Baxter's head more than anything. He's gone nuts coming out here with that
We'll
thing.
check this out and be right back.
It's back. 0% financing at
It's
Bluff
the
City
Power
Isuzu.
Hour. We're coming up on the very last segment of the show. Man, this has been something. This has been exciting. And I'm still just fired up about the great night this past Saturday night. Inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame. We opened it all up this past Saturday night with Rick Morton, Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. The great return to Jackson. There is no doubt about it, of a great competitor, former Nightmare, Danny Davis. We saw so many others. The Dirty White Boy. We saw Dr. Tom Pritchard, Sir Mo, Bobby Horn, inducted into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, as so many more. We saw Coco Ware in the house, as well as Lance Jade. Dave Brown was at that event. The Spellbinder, of course, was inducted, as well as Handsome Jimmy Valiant. Kid Tony Williams was in the house. You saw Handsome Jimmy Valiant and Jerry the King Lawler, both at Night to Remember. This whole program was hosted by Shane Russell and Dave Brown. Had a special segment led by, featuring Power Pro Wrestling and featuring Brandon Baxter at Night to Remember. Tommy Wildfire Rich was in the house. Tommy Rich in the house, no doubt about it. Doug Basham was in the house to induct Danny Davis. The rivalry of a lifetime. That picture you see of Jamie Dundee, Bill Dundee, Dave Brown, Shane Russell, and Jerry Lawler in the rivalry for the ages. Derek King from Power Pro Wrestling was in the house. We also had in the house from Power Pro Wrestling, Bo James. As we were getting ready, we'll show in a minute, when we were getting ready to leave town, leaving the hotel in Jackson, Tennessee, it was a group of Handsome Jimmy, myself, Randy Dandy Randy Hills, Jake Booth, Bo, my man, Bo James was in the house, as well as wrestling fan BC Collins, and of course from Talking Memphis Wrestling, Pat Trammell. It was a great night to remember that it will bring to you exclusive footage tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll be back next Monday with a great main event on the Power Hour. We'll show next Monday Jerry Lawler with the Cat against Slash Wolfie D with Brandon Baxter in his corner next Monday night on Power Pro Wrestling. Thanks to Kevin Lawler for all his help this past weekend and the last several months. Couldn't have done this from my standpoint, without Adam Dunn. Can't do this show without Adam Dunn. Can't do the show tomorrow night without Adam Dunn. Can't do the show next week without Adam Dunn. He is invaluable to me. Folks, I appreciate you. We had to go a little over, but we'll catch up and we'll have a lot more for you tomorrow night. Until then, Adam Dunn, Randy Hills saying so long, everybody, from Power Pro Wrestling, the Powa Howa.
Power Pro Wrestling. Power Pro Wrestling.